Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer Jenkins. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I have been recovering from my post-COVID hair. I had COVID back in September of last year. September 5th was when I was diagnosed. Probably about 2.5 months later, I really started to experience excessive hair shedding. I know that I'm not alone. I know that a lot of you have probably gone through that too, and it's extremely alarming. Every time I would get in the shower, even the shampoo process was really alarming to me because every time I would shampoo my hair, it would kind of just all mat together and it didn't feel like my hair. It felt like hay or like seaweed or something like that. And then of course, whenever I would condition my hair and try to run the conditioner through to the ends, I would just lose so much hair. My hands would be covered in hair. That went on for about 2.5 months. It kind of came to an abrupt stop the very end of February or the beginning of March. And, but after that, I was just left with, of course, thin, really thin hair. On top of it, it was just so parched, so dry, drier than it's ever been in my life. I had so much breakage in some of the oddest places, and I'm going to explain that to you in a minute because the places where my hair broke off the most is just odd to me. So anyway, I have just changed so many things as far as, how I take care of my hair, just trying to get back to my pre-COVID hair and just trying to restore some strength and some nutrients and some vitality. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you today. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so the first thing that I've done is I have been trimming my hair. You guys have probably noticed that for the last 6 months, every time I upload another video, my hair is a little bit shorter and a little bit more layered. My hair is growing back, and so a lot of the hair that has grown in is probably about that length and then shorter and shorter. It's kind of coming in stages. And so I've got this major wave like at the top of my head whenever my hair is drying from being wet. Also, after I style it, it is so poofy on top. I usually have to kind of wet it and then hairspray it down and pat it a lot. Otherwise it's just going to look really poofy on top. But I also experienced a lot of breakage, like I was saying. I've only heard one other person mention this, and it's Lisa Maynard over at Beauty 101 by Lisa. She said that a lot of her hair underneath broke off. And look at that. Look at that. I have so much hair underneath, on the bottom that just broke off. And the reason that's so odd to me is because this is like my healthiest part of my hair. This is the hair that I don't have to color. I don't have to color this because it doesn't grow in gray or silver just yet, like the rest of my hair. The rest of my hair is pretty dense silver up here, but in the back and especially at the bottom, I don't have a lot of silver or gray. So that should actually be my healthiest hair. I could understand if I was having a ton of breakage up front where my hair was really bleached and processed and stuff like that. So it's really odd to me that that is where I lost so much hair. So in the back, it was just looking so sheer. So I've been trimming just to try to kind of even that out. And I'm getting closer and closer, as you can see. So I'm not too upset about the way that it looks in the back anymore. So this little section right here has been driving me crazy because it starts here and it's just short. So it's just messing with the way that it wants to lay. And I could see all the little pieces right there. So also I have given myself a ton of layers, and I'm just not somebody who can have, all length hair anyway. I keep trying to have it, and every time it grows out and just starts laying up against my face, it makes me crazy. I don't like it. Whenever I was young, my face was really round. As I've gotten older, my face has started to thin out. And so whenever I have hair that just lays on either side of my face like that, I feel like it just really drags my face down and it really thins it out. So when I have a lot of fullness in this area, I feel like it draws things out this way and it makes my face look a little bit more round. And that's the face that I grew up with, and I would love to go back to that face, that round face. So anyway, so I feel like whenever I keep layers, it just helps, it makes my face look a little bit wider, but it also gives my hair a ton of volume, and it just looks a lot healthier because I chopped so much off in order to create these layers. I always have people ask me to do a video on how I cut my hair, and I always hesitate. I probably won't ever do that. Mainly because if you don't have the exact same texture of hair as I do, it is not going to turn out the same. I remember one time my older sister wanted me to cut her hair and give her layers like this. It just didn't turn out the same because her texture is so different. I have that kind of coarse, kind of fluffy kind of hair, and she doesn't. She has really healthy, finer, but just really healthy hair. So it didn't look the same, But just in case you are curious, all I do, let me scoot back a little bit, is I take my hair, usually about this much. That is a lot. It's pretty thick. And what I will do is I will take it straight up like this. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see that? So I go in an angle like that, and then I go straight across. So what I do is I take it like this, straight up, I go up, and then straight across. So what happens when it comes down, for me, I don't know if it would happen for you the same way, is I get a lot of volume here where I want it, and then here I get like a little kind of feathery, look. And so that's how I cut my hair. But, don't try it at home. If you're not used to cutting your hair, I wouldn't go, just, start chopping your hair. I've been cutting my hair for over 20 years. So I know I've had so much trial and error when it's come to cutting my hair. It's not even funny. So yeah. Okay, another thing that I've really changed is my eating habits. And as most of you know, I practice a keto diet, keto lifestyle. And I have been really committed, I would say, since about the beginning of December. That's when I really started to become committed. I had dabbled with it for a long time, but I just kept getting on and off, and so it wasn't really working out for me. So I've been committed since about early December. And so because of that, I have just been eating a lot more clean. And that's obviously going to help with the condition of your hair. I'm consuming so much more protein. I'm consuming so much more, good fats. I'm also consuming less simple carbohydrates, less sugar, less processed foods. So all of those changes are going to manifest themselves on the outside. Obviously, if you're feeding your body junk, then it's going to take a toll on your skin, your hair, your body, everything, So some of the things that I have been eating a lot more of are for sure nuts. I start every day with nuts, a bowl of nuts. I usually have walnuts, almonds, pecans, sometimes cashews, but not very often. It's just usually those three. And then I munch on sunflower seeds all the time. My husband loves pistachios. Sometimes I'll eat pistachios also, but I prefer the sunflower seeds. Anyway, so I've been eating a lot of nuts. Another thing that I eat a lot more of is avocado. I probably put it on everything, not everything, but I really like to flavor a lot of the things that I eat with avocado. I'm eating a lot of lean meats. I'm not eating a lot of high-fat meats. I'm trying to get my healthy fats elsewhere. So anyway, I'm eating a lot of, lean beef, chicken, pork chops. Pork chops, is that what they're called? Yeah, pork. And then I also eat a lot of shrimp. I'm also eating a ton of eggs. I eat a lot more cheese, and I still do eat a lot of salads. So I'm really feeding my body a lot of nutrition, and I feel like it's really helping with my hair growth. Without a doubt, it is definitely helping with my hair growth. So another thing that I've been doing is I've been drinking protein shakes, probably 3 to 4 a week. Definitely 4. And I really, really look forward to them. This is what I'm drinking right now. Before I was drinking the chocolate muscle milk. However, it has a little bit more carbs than I would like since I'm on, a keto diet. It has 9 carbs per serving. This only has 2 carbs per serving, and this has 25 grams of protein. I prefer the flavor of the muscle milk a little bit more. The only reason why, it's not the flavor. I like the flavor of both, but this one has more of a frothy kind of malt consistency, whereas the other one has more of an icy, I don't know, maybe ice cream. I don't know. It's just, and I do them both in a bullet. And so anyway, I just like the consistency of the other one a little bit better. But because this one still tastes really good and it has less carbs, then I prefer this one. With both of them, I do want to say, I do add a little squirt of stevia to make it taste a lot sweeter and more chocolatey. And so, yeah, I just buy the drops and I do 1 squirt in a big bullet, and I only do 1 serving with some almond milk. So this is what I'm drinking right now. And, you know, like I said, it's got 25 grams of protein. Protein is really good for our hair because our hair follicles are made up of protein. And whenever we are protein deficient, we start to experience hair loss. So this is the protein powder that I'm using right now, and it's called ISO 100 Hydrolyzed Protein Powder, 100% whey protein isolate, and this is the chocolate cocoa pebble flavor. And I don't know if it tastes like cocoa pebbles, but it just tastes like chocolate, really. They also have one that's called a fruity pebble flavor, and I'm really thinking I want to try it. This one's a little bit more expensive than the muscle milk also. So if you are just looking for a good protein powder and you're not trying to save carbs, they both have no sugar. This one has less than 1 gram of sugar. The other one has no sugar at all. But it does have more carbs. It only has 9 carbs. This one has 1 carb or 2 carbs. So that's the only reason why I'm drinking this one instead. But if you want one that's a little bit cheaper, I think this one was like $30 or $32, and I can't remember how much the other one was, maybe 20. But so anyway, this is what I'm drinking now. Okay, now this is something that I consume daily, and this is collagen powder. I add 2 scoops to every, I make iced coffee in the morning, and I have a big tumbler. So I add 2 scoops. It's tasteless. You can't taste it at all. And collagen is just really good for the health of our scalp and hair follicle, and of course helps to promote, hair growth. So this has 12 grams of collagen peptides, and it also has 11 grams of protein. I think that ever since, and I have been doing this even before I started losing my hair, I was adding collagen to my coffee every single morning and drinking protein drinks. And I feel like it just keeps my hair growing so fast. Y'all, my hair should be to here right now as much as I trim it. I trim it, I'm not exaggerating when I say I probably trim it every single week. I trim a little bit off just because I'm just trying to get my hair back to looking healthy. Anyway, I feel like since I've added collagen and protein powder to my weekly consumption, I feel like my skin and my hair have just been looking better than ever. I can really, really tell a difference. And like I said, I started doing the collagen and the protein before I even started keto, before I even had COVID or anything like that. And I could already tell that it was really making my hair grow really fast. I'm pretty sure I made a video last year where I showed you guys both this and the muscle milk because I felt like it was making my hair grow so fast. Now, another thing that I've been doing to get my hair back to a really good condition is I've really switched up my products. I have been doing a lot of research on hair because it was all falling out and it was really alarming and it was so dried out. One thing that I did learn that I feel like is so important, because I don't feel like a lot of people know this, is that you can actually over moisturize your hair and it can cause breakage. I did not know that. I've always had kind of fine but very coarse hair, and so it's always felt very dry to me. So I've always been one to buy moisturizing shampoo, moisturizing conditioner. The more moisture I thought, the better. I would sleep in moisturizing masks and stuff like that. So I found out that that is a no-no, that you should always balance out your moisturizers and your proteins. Now there's actually a word for it, and it's called hygral fatigue, and it's when you have over moisturized your hair to where it causes breakage. Now one way to prevent that is to do coconut oil treatments. Now this is the coconut oil that I prefer, and it's the Dr. Bronner's Organic Virgin Coconut Oil. And usually what I'll do is I will wash my hair, just let it dry naturally. I will stick a little bit of this in the microwave. I don't heat it up. I don't heat it up to try to get it hot or anything like that. I just don't want it to be real grainy because it's kind of coarse or whatever. And then I'll just put it throughout my clean, dry hair, and I'll sleep in it like that. It's really good at preventing, that breakage from over moisturizing. So another thing that you can do is you can just add a protein treatment like every 4th wash. So what I do is I typically use, this is what I like to use regularly. This stuff is so, so good. It's made by a company called Carol's Daughter. I always buy this in the ethnic section. For whatever reason, every time I purchase shampoos and conditioners in the ethnic section, it really works perfectly for my type of hair. And like I said, my hair dries very coarse, very wavy, And so, and it just works out perfectly. This is a fortifying shampoo and conditioner. It's called Goddess Strength, and it's for weak, breakage prone hair. And so I like to use that pretty regularly. Another thing that I like to use, this is the Joico K-Pack, and this is a hydrator, and it's an intense hydrating treatment for, you know, really damaged hair. Now these are mostly moisturizers. This right here is a very heavy conditioner. This is also, so if you're somebody who uses heavy, you know, conditioners like I do, you have to incorporate a clarifying shampoo. You should be using a clarifying shampoo anyway, because you have to get that buildup off your hair. If you're somebody who uses dry shampoo or hairspray or, you know, heat protectant spray or whatever, you have to get that buildup off, especially if you're using heavy conditioners. Also, if you're doing, you know, moisturizing masks and stuff like that, you have to get the buildup off so that you can have healthy hair. So what I will usually do is for 3 washes in a row, I will do a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner or fortifying. I'll kind of mix them up a little bit. And then for the 4th wash, I will do a clarifying treatment like this. This is something that I picked up at my local grocery store, and I absolutely love it. Like, I look forward to using it because it's a tea tree shampoo. It has a very peppermint kind of scent to it. And it says deep cleanses to remove buildup. It balances and purifies the scalp. So, you know, you can't have healthy hair without a healthy scalp. So you want to get all the buildup off. And then I go in on that 4th wash with a protein treatment. And this is the one that I absolutely love. I'm telling you, on this day, whenever I do the purifying shampoo and then the protein treatment, my hair is so soft and so manageable and so healthy looking. It dries so beautifully on this day. And this is the High Pro Pack. I picked this up at Walmart, and it's for extremely damaged hair repair. I think I ordered this one off Amazon, but I know they have it at Walmart too. And this is just an intense protein treatment. And so that's what I use on my 4th wash. So that is what I'll do. For 3 washes in a row, I will do more moisturizing and fortifying. And then on that 4th wash, I will do a clarifying with a protein treatment. And I feel like it has made a huge difference on my hair. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I will have links to everything that I showed you in this video in my description box below, just in case you want to go check them out and learn a little bit more about them and, you know, I don't know, read the reviews and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully I will see you back here next week.